headphone controller.
Oh, right. You have to use that jank.
Yeah, my headphone jack on my PC is broken, so I have to plug into my Xbox controller or place speakers.
Yeah. All right.
Which,
So completely even through that first bit.
yeah,
Nektarn opting for a longer boost, he might wind up regretting that if he underheats coming off of this conveyor belt.
he did a little.
Well, he didn't underheat, he's just not quite at max, but Heraald is opting to boost along the conveyor belt. So that's
It
a
looks like
big speed loss. That's a big time loss.
yeah, it looks like
Also,
Nektarn just
this,
has this more planned out. I
yeah,
think
this is
Heraald
also
is just boosting whenever he can.
yeah, this is also a massively troll engine fire. What the hell? There we go.
I don't know, man.
It
I
took
always
him
hate
a
how it
solid 20 seconds.
hey, it seems like it always like lags a second after it's actually gone off. So you have to kind of like wait and see if it actually fixed itself. Yeah, that leaves Nektarn with like a solid looks like 1.5 seconds.
No, that's more than that.
Oh
That's a
yeah,
long lead.
yeah. It's looking like 3 almost.
Oh,
Ooh,
that is going
that
to
yeah,
be that's a high 117 for Nektarn. That's an all right time.
yeah. I think
Typically,
Heraald
when you're
just does not
grinding the
know this track.
IL, yeah, typically when you're grinding the IL, you're going to wind up aiming for like a high 115 on your lap. So 2 seconds off, that's not half bad for a race setting. Nektarn is really ambitious on these boosts.
Cast a curse. Oh man.
He's going super ambitious on a lot of it.
Yeah. Yeah, looks like he's definitely put in hours on this track.
Yeah, definitely. And it makes sense. It's one that you can expect to wind up on.
Yeah. I mean, I just banned it, but
Yeah. Oh, Heraald
ooh yeah.
hitting the front of the cart
Yeah.
and then respawning on the cart, which costs him even more time.
Yeah. So Slopes does leave Nektarn with a solid lead. I'm assuming that
Yeah.
almost certainly he's gonna come out with this. Oh yeah. Looking wow.
Yeah, he's now 2 deaths ahead of Nektarn, plus the better boosting.
Yeah.
That's a 118 lap with a death.
Yeah. But this leaves Heraald in kind of a rough spot because we can probably assume that since he's a newer player, his track pool is going to be lower. So
Yeah.
just because of the loser picking the track every time, he really wanted to win this first one just so he could have the majority of his tracks played. Whereas Nektarn has a much wider pool, most likely to pull from.
Yeah. So his odds are going to be much better on whatever gets picked. But this has actually been a really good spice mine out of Nektarn.
Yeah,
Like a couple
yeah,
of like that sketchy death, but that can happen to anyone in that spot. And Heraald with another death. This is not his track. Nektarn is going to underheat in the market, but it's not going to make a difference at this point.
yeah. Although, from what it looks like, he just doesn't know this track very well. But other than that, he seems to be playing all right. So I'm expecting him to do much picks. So
Sorry, what was that?
hopefully,
My audio drivers just kind of said
yeah.
no.
I was saying, beside like most of what I see from Heraald just looks like inexperience on the track. Other than that,
Yeah,
he looks like he's playing all right. So hopefully, he'll be able to show us some good stuff on his picks.
yeah. I mean, he's if he wants to win this, he's going to have to break Nektarn's serve.
Yeah. Only so
Just
many tracks. There's a good chance that he gets at least one track picked by Nektarn that he has at least some experience on. Alrighty, and now we are going into permabans. Each player gets to ban 2 tracks permanently. Abyss, not surprising.
well, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah,
This
Heraald
is
jumping the gun a little bit, but it's not.
yeah. This is by far the most common ban, I think.
Yes, Abyss is by far and away the most common ban in the tournament. It is a mean.
Yep. It's definitely, if you have not played a lot of it, there is no hope.
No. It's most of Abyss isn't that hard. It's just not fair.
Yeah. Executioner band from Nektarn.
Also, not a big surprise.
Yeah, that's not a surprising one. It's definitely way easier than stuff like Fire Mountain or Grabvine, but I don't expect him to ban Grabvine.
I mean, it's also, remember, Heraald is a beast on Executioner. Not even
Oh yeah,
beast for
true.
new player, just he has the tournament record on Executioner.
I forgot about that. I
But
think actually the tournament record got beaten by King
oh,
Bean, right?
I don't know. I think King Bean missed that by a bit. I don't remember offhand.
Or no, I think it was. Oh, I think no. What it was Davey missed it by 2 seconds. That was what I was thinking
Yeah.
of. But yeah, very good on that track. I'd actually forgot about that. And then Inferno ban, and then Vengeance. So it's interesting.
Johan does not want to deal with Heraald on Ubu
Yeah, it's interesting
or
that
Nektarn. Just looking at his Discord.
I would have expected him to ban the second one.
Yeah, I would have expected Gauntlet over that, but I guess
Yeah,
he's
because you'd think he would
thinking.
have practiced Vengeance at least a bit, but I don't know.
I think his theory is that Heraald has practiced Vengeance more than Gauntlet.
All right, so now Heraald gets to ban a pod.
Yep. Nektarn is very much a preparation-based player in this tournament, from what I've seen. He will look at his opponent's record and tracks.
Yeah, luckily the runners have a nice little spreadsheet we've made now for that.
Yep.
Somewhat difficult to navigate just because there's so much crap on it, but
hey, it's good to have a lot of data.
yeah. It's probably going to be a Ben ban. That's just kind of the default for most people.
Yeah, it's usually either Ben, Bullseye, or a throwaway.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of Bozzy Baranta bans.
Bulls ban.
Okay,
Huh.
it's basically a throwaway.
Yeah. All right. So he's operating by the same theory I was actually, which was if you ban something besides Ben, then you only have to practice one pod.
Yeah.
All right. Now.
Well, unless people take you to Bullseye track.
Yeah, true. But you still only have to practice one there too.
True.
So now we are getting a temp ban from Nektarn. Thinking about it.
Howler Gorge.
Howler
All
Gorge.
right.
Huh.
I guess he just doesn't like Howler.
Yeah. That's interesting. It's not actually that difficult of a track, really. And all of the difficult parts of it are shared with others, but
yeah.
In the Ice series, I don't know what to call them.
The Ando Prime tracks.
Whatever.
All right, we're going to Scrappers.
Okay. Abyss. Heraald
I was
called
about to
Abyss
say.
first.
Heraald banned Abyss.
Yeah.
I've never seen someone try to pick their own permaban.
Yeah. So this is a fun one. I like playing this track a lot.
Yeah, it's really good. You have a sub 2 here, right?
Yeah. I think I got like 158, high 158.
All right.
I've only gotten that once just because I usually blow up and die somewhere on the third lap just because of built up damage. Or just mistakes.
Yeah. Nektarn is right there on your PB. Let's see what Heraald's is when he selects. 208. That's rough. And he banned Bowls. Well, Heraald's was a 208 with Bullseye, so let's see what his Ben can.
Yeah, I think just from playing Ben, that drops another like like 4 to 6 seconds. Yeah, this track, once you learn it, is all about deaths. Really, there's a lot
Yeah.
of places you can die. There's
Yeah,
only
there.
like two difficult like boosts you have to kind of practice a little bit, or
Yes.
no, really only like one. Other than that, it's just making sure you consistently hit all the parts you need to hit. There's a lot of ways to blow up lots of little death walls, places where the guardrails don't guard anything.
Yeah, well, they only don't guard anything if you're tilting.
No, in the straightaway over the suspension bridge, the guardrails don't do anything.
Oh,
In a couple of
seriously?
spots, you can drive right
I've
through.
I've never done that one not.
Yeah.
All right, and let's see how they do on this first boost. Heraald not trying to hold it,
Yeah.
and Nektarn failing to hold it. However, Nektarn did not underheat, Heraald did. Just in general, both these guys taking it super cautious and both dying in the same.
This is one. I don't know how a lot of the higher or better players do it, but I tend to turn my traction down a lot for this track. It just
Yeah,
makes hitting that turn so much easier.
this track I play on an R60 at 60 FPS. I believe Ace plays on R300 at 24.
I've been playing it on 60 on 30 FPS. That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, that works pretty well. That's a 2-second lead for Nektarn. Looks like neither of them opted to change their traction into it, and Heraald demonstrating the problems with the guardrail.
Yeah, actually, I haven't run into that spot. Generally, I
I
tap a
I
different
run
spot,
into
I
that
guess.
one. I run into that one all the time.
It's
And
right where
Heraald
Nektarn is
lived.
coming up that the ones get me a lot, but he's
Okay.
taking it very safe.
Yeah, Heraald lived the death wall and then crashed in the turn leading up to the bridge.
Man, this pick is not paying off for Heraald so far.
No. Alright, and he does live there.
Even when he
Oh, one
survives, he
second,
looks
one
kind of
there.
shaky.
Yeah.
And a 39-second lap from Nektarn, that's really good.
Yeah, it's really solid. If Nektarn hadn't died lap 1, this could have been PB pace. That was a 10-second lead on that lap.
Yeah, oh, ouch. Yeah, no, this one's done, fortunately.
Yeah, a little
Heraald
bit.
actually, Heraald has put practice in. He tried to do the boost hold down the side wall.
I think that was
And
an
he was
accident. Oh, he didn't hold nose down going to try to get down fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Heraald is looking really shaky right now. 2:05 for Nektarn. That's still 3 seconds ahead of Heraald's PB, which Heraald just passed. Yeah, that was a rough one for him.
Yeah. This is a track you definitely have to be confident on and have warmed up to really be able to play. Because you have to be on your game like all the time. No safe zones.
Not at all.
All right, well, now we're looking for pod band for the next track. Guessing that we're just going to continue to see bulls or bullseye bands.
Yeah, or just random throwaway stuff.
Nope, ban Ben.
Okay, where are we going? Well, I guess the first question to answer is where are we not going? I actually don't know what I'd ban here. I guess he's just going to stick with the Howler.
Probably. Knowing nothing about what other things Heraald has been picking. Oh no, he changes it to Mountain Run.
The
Pretty similar
harder.
track. Yeah.
It's advanced Howler.
Howler Gorge, but with hairpins instead of a straightaway.
Honestly, I feel like they should have switched the names on those tracks because
Yeah, really.
on Adobe Mountain Run, you're going through a gorge. Oh, Baru Coast with a Ben. We only have a couple players in the tournament who play Ben.
Yeah.
It's me, Gale, Ace and Mike, really. King. Ben is technically the fastest there with the right setup and perfect play, but it's
Fortunately, I don't know that much about this track.
an interesting one. It's one that's really hard to optimize.
Yeah, I know a little bit, but I've only played it like once or twice. All I really know is the big
Jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are three approaches you can really do on that jump. Yeah, didn't think that was Nektarn's actual go.
Mm-hmm. And we have them starting off here. Both of them kind of tap a little bit.
Not super surprising.
Yeah.
Oh, Heraald with the death.
Yeah.
And Nektarn taking the shorter jump option. And Heraald didn't have enough speed to go for... So, heat management with Bullseye on this track is really tricky because his heat and cool rate are both so... Like, you typically want to max out heat right where Nektarn did. That was actually kind of perfect on his heat management. However, he's going to underheat in these hairpins where Heraald just died. Oof. 2 death slap 1 on Baruch Host is not what you...
Ooh, and the third one, it looked like.
Yeah, these hairpins are tough. But, oh man, they're not 3 Bullseye deaths tough most of the time.
Yeah.
Especially not playing on 24.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he really doesn't seem to have prepped counter picks.
Yeah.
Oh, 4 deaths in 1 lap. Just looking like Mars on Fire Mountain.
Yeah.
Bullseye is supposed to be the easiest pod in the game to play.
Yeah. He definitely is, but
yeah.
Yeah, like
And short jump again for Nektarn. Yeah, that is a 20-second lead for Nektarn.
Ow. That's probably not going to be able to make that up. Especially since Nektarn is such a safe player.
Yeah. Like, that is... Nektarn kind of does the Mike thing of just going for whatever he can do the most consistently that's decently fast.
Yeah. Very consistent. Very really conservative.
Yes.
But yeah. Definitely, we're not seeing Heraald's best day here.
No, like. He is... We've seen him do much better than this in the bracket.
Yeah. Especially since these are his picks.
Yeah.
Unless he really only had like a couple tracks he can do, but I don't think so.
Oh, Heraald clips the wall. He tried to go a little too aggressive on that hair. Made him lose control and fly straight into another wall. And then again. Wow. Nektarn is also deathless so far. Yeah, Nektarn is deathless so far, too.
Yeah.
But... Oh, that's a real lap record for him. This is, like, some of the best play I've seen from Nektarn.
Yeah.
Like, this is a monstrous Baruch Host. He held that boost. Now, Bullseye can, on the right traction and frame rate settings, make the longer jump on that turn. But it is... Oh, Heraald, there's a pillar there, buddy.
Man, yeah, I know. Wow. He needs to pick a simpler track, I think, and calm down a bit.
Yeah, that's what I would do here.
I probably would do that after the scrappers.
Yeah. I also just don't really like Baru against a racer as consistent as Nektarn in general.
Yeah.
Unless you have a really high peak here, like Gale Force, Ace, or Bean Dip. Heraald making the long jump. That's at least something. And Nektarn still on track for what I believe is a deathless Baruka.
Yeah, I think it is. I don't think back, but I don't remember him blowing up at all.
Yeah, same. We'll know as soon as we see his lap time, but this is a 4:11? Nah, 4:12. Or 4:13, yeah. Still, that is...
Yeah,
Yeah,
wow.
no, that was deathless. 4:13 bullseye.
And his lap times, too, were almost identical every time.
Yeah. Like we
That's
said,
good.
he's consistent. That was a very, very good Baruchos. That was kind of a masterclass in how to play bullseye there.
Yeah.
You can do some stuff more aggressively, but for tournament play, that's quite possibly the best strategy you've got on bullseye.
Yeah. Unless you're against someone who's really, really good.
Yeah, and anyone
Bouncing off the
who's
walls there.
anyone who is reliably good enough on this course to beat that is someone you probably want to be banning this course against.
Yeah. Coming out with a 40-second lead almost. Or no, more than that.
40. It's 44 seconds.
Yeah. That's rough. These are definitely a lot of these bullseye tracks are ones where the gigantic leads can happen.
Yeah.
Especially on when the difference in experience is relatively significant.
Yeah, Nektarn's been playing a while, and
Yeah.
Heraald has.
Definitely, you can see that in happen in a lot of my things. I'd keep it within 3 seconds one way or the other for a match. Then we go to grab vine. The difference would be a minute.
Yeah. It's also interesting. Heraald's playing on an R100 on 24 FPS.
Yikes. Huh.
He's playing pod racing on ice.
Yeah. Anakin ban, that's a pretty throwaway one.
And Boonta classic ban. I think he's just kind of running with the Anakin theme.
Yeah. No longer worried about that Andobi.
Not after that play on a track that's kind of the same thing.
And honestly, if I was Heraald, I don't know what he's been practicing, but I would probably go there. They're complicated enough that you could maybe hopefully get a mistake out of Nektarn, but simple enough that you don't need to be super on fire to do well.
Yes.
And if both play well, then there's lots of different ways you can build up small leads over tracks. But he's going to Gauntlet.
We're going to my favorite track.
I guess that's the other strategy. Pick one that's the track that's closest to your best.
Yeah, I don't know if he's practiced gauntlets, though.
I don't know. These are the Uvu tubes tracks are definitely the ones that vary the most between planet mates. The ice maps and the ocean maps are all relatively similar-ish. There are entire sections that are just shared. But
this one is very
completely different almost every time. So for the opening right by the starting line. But he's playing it on Ben, so I'd imagine that means he's practiced.
Yeah, same. Yeah, the thing with the Uvu tracks, though, is there are a lot of similarities just in the styles of what.
Yeah, but once you, this is all about, they get, the particulars on these are really important.
Yes.
And the burden of memorization for rocks and stuff is way higher than most of their tracks.
I still don't have the rock locations memorized on this one.
Yeah.
I probably should because I'm decent at everything else on it, but because I want to be able to use it.
Is the rock strategy, is the taking a second racer to knock out rocks not useful in this one, or is it just not doing it?
I don't know, actually.
Yeah, and a lot of these tracks with rocks, two Bunta tracks, and then the Uvu tracks. People will take a second pod racer along with them to knock out rocks between laps, just to make it a little bit easier and give you a slightly straighter line for laps 2 and 3.
Yeah, that is typically how it goes. It doesn't matter too much on Bunta Classic. Oh, Heraald, you haven't practiced this, have you?
No, he
Oh,
didn't go for the jump either. I think Nektarn went for a short jump.
yeah, Nektarn went for what I usually do on the shorter jump. And Heraald's taking an interesting line. One that I haven't seen in a while, and I forgot what it looked like.
I have never seen it because I've only seen the track in this tournament.
Yeah. Some of those other ones are really cool. Like this, what I
Yeah.
like about this track is how heavily it splits.
Mm-hmm.
But there is one very clear winner in the main split section. Oh God, Heraald.
Oh,
Oh, did he just? That was an anti-skip. He just jumped back around to the start of the bowl.
oh man, we've only seen that I think one other time.
And that was on bumpies.
Yeah, dude
But
fell
wait,
off the track. Or no, was it Heraald again?
no, that one was I think it might have been. I thought it was Magius.
Maybe. But
But
yeah, fell off
that's
the
a
track and was sent back to the starting line.
but that is the second anti-skip. Did Heraald just had a deathless tube
I almost
and
wonder
then
if
hit
he's.
the wall?
I almost wonder if he's practiced this track but never watched anyone play it.
You fool! We trained him wrong as a joke.
Yeah. Yeah, Nektarn is looking very good. Did he die in the tube?
I
was
didn't
honestly
see. I
looking
was
at him
looking
for
at
Rush.
Heraald's. I was looking at Heraald's side after the anti-skip.
Yeah, I don't think he did.
I don't know.
But
I also have
even if he
no game
did, he's
audio,
looked.
so.
Even if he did, he's looked very good otherwise.
Well, if he's at 648 base speed right now, he did not die in the tube.
Yeah.
And he's at 648. Okay. Meanwhile, Heraald. That is not the way. That is very not the way. That, alright. Whatever floats your boat, dude.
Yeah.
I have not seen that line in a very long time.
He did not accept the offer from Ugandan Phonics or Sonic.
Knuckles.
Whatever. I don't actually know memes very well. I only know the weird ones.
Yes. But, damn, this is looking really good for Nektarn.
Yeah.
Let's see, does Heraald anti-skip by accident again? Yep. Nope, okay. He almost did.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's kind of hit the point where you can't, like, Heraald can't rely on Nektarn to make a mistake in these maps to win. Like, some races are just decided by who makes fewer mistakes, but in this one, to beat Nektarn playing like this, you'd have to actually perform extremely well.
Yeah.
You'd have to have this track optimized.
Yeah. But there's only a couple of people out there who can beat what Nektarn's putting up on this track. He's looking so good. This is honestly the best I've seen him.
On any of these tracks, honestly.
Like, this is the best I've seen him play. Oh, but Heraald, this is... Whew. Nektarn's in the bowl, and Heraald has yet to reach the rock field. Also, I didn't check, but this is a loser's bracket match, right?
I don't actually know.
Yes, it is, because Nektarn lost to Lightning Pirate.
Okay. I haven't kept very good track of
so, to add a bit of attention to this... I don't remember.
No.
To add a little bit of tension to this is an elimination match.
Yeah.
And Nektarn with the 5:09 gaunt. That is 8 seconds off world record on a 5-minute
Hey.
track. Like, that is a really good.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Nektarn has kind of spread his time widely on learning
Mm-hmm.
these tracks. He's
Yeah,
not
most of his
fighting for the best times on any of these. He's just looked very good in general.
Yeah, he's been playing very solid. Nothing exceptional on most of them, though this course was very. But Heraald just seemingly hasn't practiced.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
definitely
really not
last
sure.
time
This,
I
this,
saw him, he looked way better.
yeah, this does not look like the Heraald we've seen.
Yeah.
Did he change control scheme?
I don't remember. I don't think so. He was
Uncheck.
just asking how to change traction. Maybe that's some of it. If he'd been used to playing on R600.
No, it was the Lascalar who. Oh, that's a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Lascalar who was looking for controller. That is a 6:49 on Gauntlet. That is.
That is a beating. I think that's one of the biggest time leads we've seen.
It's up there, yeah.
Heraald is pleading for Nektarn to unban Executioner. Nektarn is not pleased by this. So,
What was that?
guy in Twitch chat said sup, so I said sup.
Ah.
But Nektarn's gonna let it slide, so I think we're going to Executioner next.
All right. Well, this is match point for Nektarn.
Yep, YOLO. All right, cool. That's the spirit we like to see.
So we're playing Heraald's best track by. That Nektarn has been permabanning the entire turn. We might just see a reversal of this game.
All right, can Heraald pull back the reverse sweep? I dream of it. I doubt this, but I dream of it.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool. I mean, if it's a big enough win, that'd be a massive momentum.
Yeah. I guess maybe the second racer isn't useful in Executioner because Nektarn is bringing it out for this one.
I mean, I guess the real problem rocks on Gauntlet aren't destructive.
It's what it's based on is each track time. It's basically time trials of each track. So it's not overall time, it's per map.
Yeah, so basically we do a best of 9 made up of individual level solo time trial attempts that we compare head to head.
Yep, first to 5 wins. And then basically we pick every round starts with the track in the first set of 7 tracks on the amateur circuit in this game. And then after that, it is the winner gets to temp ban a track, and then the loser gets to pick one. Ooh, and Heraald with the death.
Oof.
Early on.
On his best track.
Yeah. This is kind of disappointing. He's like just out of sorts all of these.
Yeah, this is not characteristic. Nektarn dying on that, though. This is one of those spots in the game that can sometimes just decide that you die.
Yeah.
And Nektarn is also coming up on another one of those spots, and he decides to massively slow down while Heraald takes the jump and almost died to the backside of it because he took too high of a jump. However, Nektarn did die to a rock. So did Heraald. This is,
Messy. And then he dies on the
Yeah.
tube exit, too.
well, that was the rock he hit, took out his engine and just crashed him. And then Nektarn dies to the ground. Oh, this track.
Yeah, Nektarn definitely looking way less clean on this track, but considering that this was his permaban, that's not very surprising.
No. This is also... That was also one of the most entertaining front halves of any track I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Did Heraald just look really weird to you for a second?
Yeah, a bit. Yeah, unfortunately this isn't looking like his, Yep. This is, It's, there are several planets in them, and usually each planet has multiple tracks on it, which will share some similarities.
Every planet has multiple tracks.
Yeah. Oh, Nektarn not taking the faster way there.
Huh. It isn't really much slower, it's just harder on Ben.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and
because
he blows
of that.
up. There we go.
Yeah. So this is now a noticeable lead for Heraald. We do need to see how he does in this tube, which is the harder of the two.
Yeah, it's not weird to be unfamiliar with these. I don't think these planets have really been featured anywhere besides this game itself.
I mean, Tatooine.
Oh, yeah, well, that's... Yeah. But I think that's it, really.
I believe so. They might have seen... Some of them might have been featured in a couple of the Expanded Universe novels.
Permaban track is just each racer gets to permaban 2 tracks for the entire race after the first race has been played.
Yeah.
And Nektarn's just been doing that for this track the entire tournament.
Yep. So we do have a pick and ban system for each track. Heraald dying in the Sarlacc tube.
I have no idea. My deep lore is all Old Republic.
Oh, Malastare, yes. Malastare is a major thing. In the Clone Wars cartoon, at least. Alright, so we are pretty even. Heraald didn't take advantage of being on a better heat level. And he's also neither player going for the hard boost there. Heraald going a little wide and scraping, though. So this is a much cleaner front half for Nektarn.
Underheating is just your boost time you can see on the bar going up. That's your... Basically, we call that the heat gauge, and it's just when you get to the top of it, if you boost too long, your engine catches fire.
And you have to put it out before you can boost again. It also continuously...
And then the heat goes down over time when you're not boosting, so underheating is not using the maximum amount of boost that you can.
So if you're sitting at 0 heat, you're not boosting, and you're not cooling down anymore. So you're just wasting time that was potential.
And this racer they're playing, or every racer at max upgrades has the same max speed. So it's all about boosting and turning.
Yep. But looks like Heraald's in position to take this one unless he finds a way to die to the Sarlacc tube a second time. Although he's not boosting. There we go. That might make this makes it much more interesting. What the hell? Why did he not boost? And he dies!
And he dies. Oh!
He didn't boost in the tube.
Ah. Yeah, I don't think there are even any rocks there. Oh, man. That's rough.
Yeah. Alright, well, I don't think I can really stick around to hold an interview with the players.
I can. So.
Alright, well, I'll drop out and leave it to you guys.
Alrighty. Thank you for coming in on short notice.
Yeah. Alright, I'll see you later, and thank you to everyone for turning out.
Asking the guys if they want to come up. Hello?
Okay. So I watched the last little bit of that stream, and I think I know what you're gonna ask me. You're gonna ask me why I didn't boost in this. And so
Yes.
yes, and so I'm still getting the traction and the frame rate like figured out together. And so for some reason on R6 R100 24 FPS, when you boost in the last tunnel, you it's very likely that you'll like hit a wall or just explode. So yeah, I probably should have changed the traction before that.
Yeah. I think I remember Ace saying that he did like R300 usually when he's on 24.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And how are you, Nektarn?
I'm good.
Good. So that was an interesting race to be sure. Like you looked much worse than I'd seen you in your last race, Heraald. Was that like traction troubles?
Some of it was traction. Some of it was I haven't played the game for a while because I've been doing it like, so I haven't played for like 5 days. So that was probably a big part of it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm scared to see what I look like because I haven't been playing very much since I've been having to work early. But on the other hand, you looked really good, Nektarn. You looked super clean in like every single course.
Yeah, I had some time to practice today.
Yeah, and I think your Baru had like almost identical lap times for all 3 laps, which I don't think I've seen very often in this.
Yeah, I practiced it a little bit earlier, actually. But it's not one of my favorite maps. I don't usually play it. I usually ban it.
Yeah, you looked really good, though. Just shoring up your pool.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really have any more discrete questions myself, unfortunately. I'm half asleep, so I guess any closing remarks you want to say from you guys?
This has been pretty great. I think since like the first that was terrifying. I played maybe I think at that point maybe I played like 5 hours of the game, and 4 of those were on on the campaign. So I had like barely an hour of practice with. So I think I've come a long way since then.
Yeah, for sure.
I think this race in particular was not my best to say.
Yeah, unfortunately happens though.
Yeah.
But should be getting another. I think we've heard that there's another tournament that we're going to be holding now. That since the response to this one was so good, so hopefully we'll see you guys there.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Any closing words from you, Nektarn?
No. Good game, Heraald. It was.
Yeah.
I was really nervous on the last map. I thought you'd beat me for sure.
Yeah,
it was close.
I tabbed out to the stream for the last couple of seconds, and it looked like the last that last turn we were neck and neck, and then I crashed.
Yeah, that was basically what did it.
Yeah.
That and then just not. I think if you'd boosted in that tunnel, you would have possibly been able to do it even with the death.
Yeah, so I need to figure out that track next time.
Tilting might help. I don't know. That's what I've heard. Just tilt at it, bro. But anyway, I guess thank you to both of the racers for coming out today. Thank you to Speed Gaming for hosting us. Thank you to the departed Enfro for helping me cast this. And then thank you for the audience for coming out. You guys enjoy the rest of y'all's day.
Thank you.
Thank you.